Hey, hello everybody, guess who? It's me. Right, reflecting back upon what other people are like saying to me, you know what I mean, in like the comment section and ting. You know, right, here we goes. Sorry, just like, I'm tired. Brain's going a bit. Okay, it says here, hi Nick, firstly, I don't know whether you'll see this. Hey, I'm doing it now, right? But I'm a new viewer and I watched several of your videos. I can't express the thanks for your time and intelligent insight. What I enjoy is a different point of view, even though I don't agree with certain aspects. You don't have to agree with certain aspects. I'm a human being who's got his own point of view and talks to a little plastic camera which he's holding in his hand. And that's about it, really. But what I'm trying to do is to help people to have another point of view, and therefore I'm doing so quite well. I do applaud you for encouraging folk to think for themselves, yeah. And also I think a little bit of skepticism, especially when it comes to the whole New Age world, which is full of like dogmatic belief, is really, really important. Message goes on. Can't say I agree with Mr. Dawkins' ideology. Well, he's got some good points, but he's also a bit unhinged. That's not me diagnosing him, it's just he is a bit unhinged. Actually, I was doing some internet dating and I spoke to a lady who was his housekeeper at one point, you know, did his like dusting and all the rest of that. And said he was a lovely man. And maybe he is a lovely man under some circumstances, but the moment he gets political, he goes a bit loopy because he's got this like blown up, you know, thing about who he is when basically he's just a geezer, you know what I mean? However, I do think we should be open-minded. Yeah. You know, there was the comedian Tom Lehrer who did this thing about this fake character who said that the mind is like a sewer, what you get out of it is what you put into it. And I kind of like elaborate on that a bit further and say the mind is like a sewer. If it's too far open, people will fill it full of too much shit. I mean, yeah, be all open-minded, but maybe you should have a filter in the way so you could filter out the really big lumps and work out what they are before you put them into the... I can't believe I just said that. Really, I can't. No. Must go easy on the yerba mate. It's driving me crazy. Actually, it isn't. Probably driving me sane anyway. Alright, I think we have to be tolerant, open-minded, and listen to what others have to say without being hostile and hateful. Yeah, but sometimes we do have to, you know, fight back, especially when there's ideas out there which are damaging people. So, yeah, it's a question of priorities and perspective and all that kind of like weird shit, okay? For me, the scariest people in the world are the extremists and the fanatics, yeah? In the old days, they called them monomaniacs, which means an obsession with one thing, and they actually called that a mental illness. I mean, it could be due to like a dopamine deficiency, or, you know, it could be a real mental illness. It could be due to malnutrition. Way back in the day, a couple of years ago, when I was working extra hard and extra long hours, so I needed the money, and I wasn't sleeping, and I was also malnourished. I wasn't taking my vitamins and minerals, I wasn't eating healthy vegetables. I made the mistake of looking at all the conspiracy theory stuff. I went insane, properly insane, you know, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, kind of like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I was a loon, okay, real big bad time, until I started eating my broccoli. Okay, start eating your broccoli, you know, your green leafy vegetables, and have yourself carrot juices and all that kind of stuff, and the New World Order seems to like go away. Take your vitamin Bs and you become really balanced and very intelligent, you know what I mean? Just like take exercise as well on top of that and you become like a well integrated member of society. How did that happen? You know, I mean... And it is possible that there's people in the world, I mean, like, maybe even the organic food we have these days is not brilliantly, totally nourishing, you know, so maybe malnutrition is a big thing in the West. And we all suffer from it to a certain extent, and we've got to carry on keeping our eye on the problem and making sure we're looking after ourselves, just so we can keep sane. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, next little comment I'm gonna go, oh, here we go. Hey Nick, I'm getting a bit tired of all these people saying there's no such thing as a ghost. Yeah, I get tired of them too. Because, like, you got two extremes. You got those who say, yes, there are ghosts. We know that they are the spirits of the dead. We know that they have to spend a certain period of time on the earth plane before going up to the light. No, we don't know any of that shit at all. All we know is there's a handful of strange experiences associated with certain things that seem to happen under some circumstances, and we don't fully understand it, but the experience happens, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, that's my point of view. Right. So we have questions. We don't have answers. Why can't people just enjoy the grey zone? Do 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 do. Welcome to the grey zone. That's going to be like my next TV show. I'm gonna do it full of like really boring people looking like John Major used to look like, and yeah, wonderful, totally exciting. Right? No. Yerba Mate, what have you done to me? Right, okay. Right, yeah, I mean, it's two extremes, and on the other end, you know, you got the atheist extremists saying, no, it's all bollocks, it's all bollocks, it's all bollocks. Well, yeah, because like they're attacking the extremist point of view of saying yes, they are spirits of the dead, and they've got to go towards the light, and all the rest of that. We know precisely how it is. Because of course, you don't know precisely how it is. So in that respect, the atheist lot are right, but they're also wrong because the experience actually exists. All right, come into the grey zone. Join me in the grey zone. Yes, the grey zone. Right, okay. Right, then it says they label all ghosts as demons and aliens as fallen angels. Yes, that's because they're trying to be political and they're trying to sell a religious ideology because they always try and control your mind with superstitious fear and dread because they themselves are twisted and they believe they're doing the world some good and they're sort of like helping the egregor of the Christ to take over the world and stuff. And they're mental. That's again not a diagnosis, it's just my personal subjective opinion on them. They are mental. They just, it's not me trying to stigmatize people. Relax. Just like I am tall and lanky and rather eccentric. I mean, someone called me that. Fine. You know. No, that doesn't make any logical sense either. Okay. Oh, you'd like this one. It says, "Hi Nick, hope all is well. Big fan of the channel and your book. Astral Projection and Skeptical Occultism, spelt with a C. By Nick Dutch. Buy it. Go on to Amazon and buy the bloody thing. Truly, I think it's a much needed breath of fresh air and probably the first book I'd recommend to anyone interested in the occult. Looking forward to the next one. Writing it now, old chap." I don't know how to message you personally, so I'm... okay, I'd like to ask you a question about the Procyon AVS, which I'm strongly considering buying. In your opinion, can it provide the operator with a marked change in consciousness, analogous to the magical trance alluded to by Peter J. Carroll in Libanal? You got to use the software which goes with it, and you got to play with it and turn that into an art form. Then you can go anywhere, man. Well, okay, you can't go anywhere. You can just play with your brain in a different way, using the 3 channels and, you know, left and right and stuff. Just like research more about this stuff. Have a look at Neuroprogrammer as well. Neuroprogrammer 3 software sold by Transparent Corp, which is also a wonderful toy to play with. Seriously, brilliant fun. Okay. Oh my god, we got someone talking about Guayusa tea here. It says, "Warning, do not try this. It's a psychotic plant found in the Amazonian rainforest and can send people into a psychotic loony episodes. This is a harmful drug my mates used to inject this tea until he was rushed into A&E. So he's saying that someone tried to inject a tea, you know, with a needle and stuff. Please don't listen to this fool as you'll suffer a lot of shit because of it. Capital letters. It's a fucking tea, you drink it. You don't shoot it up. Alright? You don't go like, I know, PG Tips Pyramid Tea Bag. Yeah, man. Shoot this up, bro. You know what I mean. You know, straight into the vein. Oh, come on. Relax. Don't...